try to tell a story. Oh, there's a train. Today's gonna be a different type of video. Today I'm gonna be talking about things I use to make these videos. So including editing software, cameras, the ways I record and storytell, I guess if you want to put, all those three components. So it's not a vlog, it's not a little cinematic movie, it's not a documentary, it's just it's kind of like a techie video. So my first techie video, I have a whole list full of things I want to talk about. First one's gonna be how I record these videos, or I should say my vlog ones. I guess you could say like the movie type videos. I try to tell a story. Oh, there's a train. Now back to me. So how I tell these vlogs, as you get along, I don't like using the word vlogs because it's very cliche and everyone does vlogs now, but I guess you can say I do vlogs. I like to call them movies or, you know, stories. So yeah, I like to see the world differently from my eyes, and whenever I remember things from my childhood, I like to see them in a cinematic type of way, kind of like a movie. You have characters, you have environments, you have different stories. All these things work upon each other to tell a story, and that whole story is what I see in my head, and that's why I was so inspired to start recording and making these videos. So yeah, I don't know what else this. The whole reason I started YouTube was because I didn't want to lose so much valuable memories. I would record on my phone, on this phone actually, and whenever I see in the vertical, it's horrible because there's so much more that I miss out when I'm recording vertically instead of horizontally. And that's why whenever I started recording, I guess for YouTube or just in general editing, it was so much better because the quality was so much better, and there was so much more meat to the actual video. So instead of just recording on Snapchat or Instagram where I only have 10 seconds most of the time, I had a full 10 or 15-minute video of whenever I would go out with my friends or hang out with my family or just events that I don't want to miss out on. So that's basically why I started. I really love this. I really like telling stories, and I'm still new to it. I get shy and it's awkward sometimes in public, but I know at the end of the day when I'm home and I edit it and I upload it, the feeling of satisfaction beats all those, it just beats everything. It just beats everything. So to continue with the whole video, stories, how to tell a story. Just I say three components. You have characters, they could be anyone, basically your friends or family, anyone that has a certain type of characteristic. Maybe if your friend's scared of spiders, or some friend really likes to laugh, or one of them is really serious, or all these things create characters and stories. So I guess you need characters. Well, not guess, I know. You need characters, also a story. What are you guys doing? Are you guys just staying home? Are you guys going out to a theme park? Are you guys exploring woods? Are you guys swimming in a pool? All these things have to go together. So you have a story, then you have characters, and the last one I would say is just differences. Differences in place, differences in food, differences in music and sound and lighting, animals, all that. What makes that place where you are different than from where you would normally grow up or go to work or go to school. So I think those are the three, maybe they change later on, but that's what I would say, the three that I have right now. So yeah, characters, story, and differences, as in, you know, places and all that good stuff. Second part of this video, I want to say, oh, I wonder if, let me check the mic if it's actually picking it up. Right here, menu. The next thing I want to talk about is cameras. Obviously, to record something, you do need a camera. I have a few different cameras, actually. I had my old iPhone, which is now with the privacy screen protector. That's why it looks like this. But it was an iPhone SE, and before that, I had an iPhone 5S. that was the first camera I used to record my videos. Everyone asked, what camera are you? Wow, it looks great. Just a basic iPhone. After that, I got my Rebel T6i, which is the one recording right now. I'll show you what it looks like, all the features real quick. Then I got an iPhone. Well, before I got the Rebel T6i, I got the iPhone SE, which is basically an iPhone 6 with an iPhone 5S body. Again, most of my videos, these videos that I'm about to show you are recorded just with the iPhone. No external mic, no nothing, just the iPhone and straight iMovie, which I will get to in a second. iPhone is so underrated when it comes to, wow, it's really bright, isn't it? Okay, that's a lot better. The iPhone is so good when it comes to recording and video stabilization and autofocusing. It's great. The only problem is it's only so limited because it's not waterproof. You can't have optical zoom. Just a few cons, but the pros are amazing from the iPhone. iPhone is probably one of the, let me rephrase that. Any phone camera is highly underrated. I don't care if you're Android, I don't care if you're Pixel, I don't care if you're iPhone. Any camera on a phone today is absolutely more than enough for you to start recording. The whole point of this is you don't need the best camera in the world to record. You need a good story, because that's what your audience is gonna view and that's what you wanna tell as a maker. So after that, I got the Rebel T6i, and then I ultimately got a GoPro. GoPros are good, not the best. I'll show you in a sec what the footage looks like from a GoPro. Waterproof, action cam, up to 120 seconds, actually 240 frames per second if I'm not mistaken, and it has an amazing motion gyroscope for stabilizing. It just makes anything shaky look so. The problem with that is it gives a fisheye look. So I wouldn't recommend it for something if you're so much looking for cinematic type of videos, but definitely a camera you want if you're gonna be doing extreme type of sports or running or in water. I use it very rarely. I want to give it some more time because it really is an amazing camera. I just haven't given it the respect it needs to be given. But to be fair, I don't go on crazy water rides or go biking in the mountains, all that stuff. So that's why I record mainly on this one. So right now I'm gonna do a comparison of the iPhone SE, which still is perfect after 4 or 5 years. Battery's a little but you know, Apple products. And then I will also show the GoPro Hero 7, and I'm gonna show footage of the Rebel T6i. One thing to say about the Rebel T6i is it's a base camera. It's probably one of the better, cheapest DSLRs. There is cheaper ones, but you're not getting all the DSLR features with it. Probably the base cam. It's amazing. The only problem I have with it is since I want better quality, 1080p only with 30 frames per second and 720p with 60 frames per second. So I wish I could have 1080p with 60. That's how I get them slow-mo shots, cinematic, like the basketball video I did. Yeah, a few weeks ago, I want to say. Yeah, shots like that are very cinematic and they look nice, but I could only do it with a high frame. And when I'm on 1080p, which it looks nice and crispier, which is what you're watching right now, I can't shoot on this camera with 60. So it's just a standard third. And when you try to make it slow-mo, it makes it really chopped. So the higher you put more money into a camera, the better stuff you get in return. If you're just starting out, use your phone. I'm so serious. Just use your phone. You don't need anything more. So yeah, footage of the iPhone GoPro and the camera you're watching right now. So. And this is the GoPro Hero 7 Black. So it's gonna be the highest division camera, quality versus of the GoPro, the latest GoPro actually. It's kind of windy right now, so I'm trying to speak up, but hopefully the new 3 mics implemented in this GoPro would help with that. GoPro has had a few rough steps when it comes to cameras. When it first came out, there was no camera like it. It was very small, very action-packed. Small camera, something you want like this in a small camera, it's amazing. The problem is quickly technology, such as the iPhone, oh, it's in my pocket. I thought I lost it. Quickly came out and just honestly destroyed that type of tech. So as you can see, it does have a fisheye look. So when you compare something like that to the iPhone, spending $400 on a GoPro is probably not your best choice if you want to have a cinematic type of camera. So right now I'm recording with the iPhone SE. And as you can see, this is 1080p and 60 frames per second, which is arguably better than my Rebel T6i, which I'm holding right now. Obviously not the best sensors or optical zoom, but if you can see it right now, it's beyond amazing. It's more than enough you need. Actually, the wind might be pretty bad here, but the colors, the light, the quality, all that great stuff is probably more than enough you need on a phone like this, an iPhone SE. And now what I'm about to do is the same test I did with the GoPro and the iPhone SE. About to do the same shots that I did with them to show you. This is also with the mic included, so you can compare both of them, and I'll put them back to back real quick so you can see how they look. I think that covers everything I have to say. I talked about camera, I talked about if you're gonna shoot a story, all you need to know, characters, story, differences. That's how I do it. I can improve. You can learn from me, and I learn from the best as well. So yeah, cameras doesn't matter. Editing does not matter. Use any type of software. And yeah, just start recording. Oh, one last thing to finalize. Don't be shy. Just edit and upload. Simple. I'm here in Lakefront, and I have so many people looking at me. Just do it. If this is what you want to do, or if you want to sing, if you want to paint, if anything, just do it. Who cares about what other people thinking or looking or talking about you? It will hold you back, and you will never do anything you want. It's even hard for me nowadays to do videos in public because I have so many people talking or everything like that. But as long as I know that this is what I want to do and I have something in my mind, speaking of, I have bigger projects in the future, I can't let something like that get in the way. So just do it.